High school, Quinten?
Not quite that intense.
What was the difference for you in the second half? It looked like you really settled in and things just started happening for you.
Yeah, I think we just started executing. I think our timing was a little off to start the game. And then once we kind of settled in, came in at halftime, I mean, we didn't even really make any adjustments. It was just going out and executing and settling down and putting some drives together.
Quinten, had the coaches told you were going to go the whole way, or were you kind of wondering at some point when the offense was a little bit out of sync, okay, are they going to try Jarrett for a series here or anything?
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about that. I was just thinking about going out and playing.
Coach, I guess for the passing game to get a little bit sharper as the game progressed, even though Juwan wasn't out there, how much faith do you have in some of those other guys? Because you go into the game without Josh, and then Juwan drops a couple passes early, then Juwan leaves the game. Why was the confidence still high at that point?
I mean, it just goes back to having each other's back and trusting in each other. We've worked really, really hard. Really since the end of last season, going through spring ball, and then doing some 7-on-7 this summer. And it's just falling back on the training that you've had. I trust those guys. I knew they were going to step up. They did in the second half.
Quinn, did you get the sense that your strength in the run game and just both running backs was wearing them down, particularly in the fourth quarter?
That's the whole object of the games is to wear them down as the game progresses, especially with our style of play and up tempo. I think that as the game progressed, and you saw it in overtime, we were just running the ball downhill and just showing what our offense really is and what our offensive line is about.
What did it mean when you shifted into the up-tempo style? It looked like early on you guys were trying to be patient and take what they gave you, and it looked like at one point you finally flipped the switch. We started to see a little tempo out of you guys. Things started happening.
Yeah, I think it goes back to in the first half we were in a lot of third and long, so that kind of slows the game down a little bit to make sure we're in the right play and give us a chance really to get the first down. Going into the second half, we just knew we needed to stay ahead of the sticks, not be in 3rd and 12s every drive. And when we did that, that's when things really started picking up, and we found our stride.
What kind of relationship do you have with Marquez Callaway? How would you describe him as a player?
Yeah, you saw it tonight. He stepped up. He's that kind of guy. He just puts his head down and works hard every day. And I truly mean that. He's one of the hardest working dudes we got on our team. That's good for him that he stepped up and made some huge plays tonight.
When you kind of get in that rhythm in the second half and you guys are kind of feeding off each other, you and Marquez, is it hard not to look for him when he just seems to be catching everything you throw to him?
Yeah, it goes back to matchups and things like that. They were playing some different coverages and giving us some one-on-one on the backside. So, with Marquez being back there, that was an opportunity to take advantage of. And I think we did that in the second half. For sure.
You're known as a pretty cool guy. At any point in this game, did you feel your blood pressure going up? You really haven't expressed much emotion in 3 years, I guess, it seems like.
No, my blood pressure never went up. It was just, staying calm. We knew we were going to get our shots. We just needed to start executing. After halftime, we came out and we did that. And, it was just stay calm, cool, and collected.
No scream or anything? A celebration? No primal scream?
I was pretty hyped after we scored our touchdowns there to keep us in the game. And then, after the game, we did our singing and such, so it was good.
Did it feel, when you guys were down 2 touchdowns a couple of times and the way they were moving the ball, that it's kind of a do or die where you guys have to answer, get touchdowns to keep you guys in the game?
Yeah, that's what the game of football is about. You got to answer. Our defense had our backs tonight, and once they got us the ball back, we just had to take advantage of our opportunities because, as the game progressed, we were going to get less and less opportunities to go down and score. So when we did get the ball, we had to take advantage of it.
How frustrating was that part?
When you're under pressure like that, how do you keep calm and try to make that like
it goes back to your training and how you prepare. We've had a long summer and a long fall camp this year with a little bit different setup, and so it's just falling back on that training that we've had for the past 3 or 4 months. So that's what it goes back to.
The way you guys did those two, what can you do?
I mean, it's just momentum. Obviously, there's a lot to learn on, and we'll watch the film and get better at it. But it's definitely a building block and a step in the right direction. Obviously, with the W, it was ugly at times, but it's a W. So.
When you guys were struggling to get any kind of momentum and rhythm in the first half, and they're on those 6- and 7-minute drives, was there ever just frustration from the standpoint of you needed to get back out there and try to establish some rhythm and you couldn't?
Yeah, I mean,
is that hard to watch?
I don't really know how to explain it. I mean, you know, when your defense is out there playing as hard as they can, and you know, obviously it's not an offense that they see every day, so the game's happening pretty fast, and then we get out there and get into a third and long and can't convert. It's tough, you know. But I give props to the defense for having our back, getting us the ball back in key situations and giving us a chance.
What can you tell us about Paul Bain and to see a guy like that come up with a big play? What does that just? How did you guys react to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to see guys step up. That's the mentality of our team. It's next man up. So he stepped up, and that was awesome.
Well, you guys were in some kind of crazy games like this last year, and a lot of new players that maybe weren't out there for those games last year. But did that experience from some of those games maybe help you guys kind of keep your composure in this situation?
Yeah, I mean, we've been in situations like that. I mean, it's not the situation you want to be in, starting off kind of slow and then picking up as the game progressed. But you know, we'll learn from it, and it's just good to come out with a W, and that shows, you know, how our team's going to keep fighting to the very end. So,
Quinten, how much was Marquez in the game plan before Juwan got injured, and then when you see the replays of those touchdowns, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily game plan for certain guys, maybe a couple certain plays, but you know, it's whoever's in the game that has to step up. So you know, it was Marquez's night tonight with Juwan going out. I think it was the first quarter, and so he stepped up and made some huge plays for us.
Do you think he has those opportunities if Juwan's still in the game?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, obviously a receiver can't run 4 go balls in a row, so he's going to get it. He's going to get his opportunities, and it's just maximizing those opportunities, and he did tonight.
Just personally, to get to make your first start on this big stage tonight, just kind of as you reflect on it, what has it meant to you, and have you had a chance to talk to your dad about everything yet?
Yeah, I talked to my parents after the game. You know, it's awesome. I mean, like I said, you know, to get a win, that was hard fought. You know, with these guys that we've been working crazy hard for 3 or 4 months now, with a long summer, a long training camp. It's awesome to get that W.
Quinten, did you find a rhythm with Marquez? Is that why you kind of went back to him?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he just had his opportunities with the certain coverages that they were playing, and whenever he did get the ball thrown his way, he went up and made plays. So, I mean, obviously at that point, in key situations, you're gonna look for guys like that who have making plays and who are in a rhythm and who are doing their thing. So,
which of course is publicly named a starter, but when did you know the job was yours for this, to start off at least?
I'm gonna have a no comment on that one.
All right, we're good, guys. Thank you.